you seen the nickname they giving Drake May?
What is it?
The schedule.
I know y'all Patriots fans don't like hearing that, but listen.
Drake May nickname being the schedule was killing me online. I'm like, they really judging this man off of having a weaker schedule, bro. What's good? Say what's real, crew. Welcome back. I'm Nick.
And I'm not a first ballot Hall of Famer.
And this is episode 45. Today, we're doing something different. There's no list of things to talk about. We're not doing one sport. We just about to just talk. NFL, NBA, whatever we just get into. But what you want to start with, bro?
I mean, we just start off with it, man. Big news this week. I mean, everyone's talking about it. I want to know how you feel about it. Bill Belichick, not a first ballot Hall of Famer. Doesn't mean he's not going to get into the Hall of Fame next year or ever. But just like another great player in the past, Terrell Owens, he is not a first ballot Hall of Famer. Do you see this as a big deal, or you think it's getting blown out of proportion?
If you're a Patriots fan, this is a pretty huge deal to you. I'm not a Patriots fan, and I didn't take it too personal, but I was like, why they holding him? He should be instantly. He should be, of course. Like I echo the sentiments of everybody. Yes, of course. It's weird that it's happening, but I'm not that too invested to even I just don't understand. And then I seen people, they doing dumb arguments, well, you got the flake gate, and. But that doesn't matter, bro.
He is the Phil Jackson of the NFL, right? He obviously doesn't have that many rings, but for the NFL, that is basically the same amount of rings, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to win a ring in the NFL and the NBA. You don't get a lot of repeats like you do in the NBA, right? So he has 6 championship as a head coach, 6 rings, and 2 as a coordinator. That's 8. The most of anybody, right? Like, think about that. And they left him out. So now you have to start thinking. Someone who is close to you, right? Let's talk about him. Sean Payton. When it's his time to get in, are they going to be like, you know what, Sean? We're not letting you in off rip or for a couple of years because of Bountygate. Are they going to blame? That's what they're going to start doing?
I think they probably going to do that.
Are they going to do it to Tom Brady and Deflategate? You know what, Tom? You got all these rings.
Tom Brady's in there. But to Sean Payton part, you remember when the no call, the infamous no call.
Yeah.
And the things that preceded that were like the referees and Goodell and how Sean Payton was continuously taking shots at them. They're going to remember that shit. If Goodell is still running the NFL around that time, nah. Sean Payton, it's probably going to be the same thing. He's probably going to axe this shit.
Just saying, anyone who has a scandal, are they going to be like, you know what? We're not going to let you in for a couple of years. Because, I mean, it all started with Terrell Owens, right? Everyone knows the stats of Terrell Owens, okay? Top 5 in every statistic category. They didn't let him in for years because of his drama king, off the field antics, what he did or whatnot. But everyone knew these stats are first ballot Hall of Fame stats. Now we're doing the same thing to Bill Belichick. I'm hearing people say it isn't only because of Spygate. I'm hearing it's because of the female. I'm hearing it's because he's dating. Yes, because there's women voters and they voted against him because they don't like that he's with a 24-year-old woman. Bro, I'm hearing so much different theories on why this man didn't get in now.
But it's like a part of me, like I was thinking about this. I was walking in the gym and all the ruckus was going on about it. I was like, damn, you would think Belichick black. Like, I mean, just because I was kind of surprised. I was like, damn, they doing him like that. Like, I get it, you know.
I mean, also you got people in the media also, and you remember how he was towards the media, didn't talk often.
Yeah.
When he did talk, he's got an attitude.
They
very
kinda salty
short
about it.
You know, they probably feeling salty about it, and that's another reason they're keeping him out, right?
And there's also probably the argument that we were having about, damn, is it Belichick or is it Brady? You know, Brady leaves, he wins the championship. Without Brady, Belichick is ass.
He's under 500 without Tom Brady at quarterback. But in my opinion, he didn't have enough years without Brady for you to really look at that, right? It was a couple years. It was only a couple years.
And it was Mac Jones.
Like,
it's not like he had Drake May. Like, let's keep it a buck. So there's so much into it. Like, for me, I don't really care, but it is kind of jacked up. I'm like, damn, he should definitely be one.
It just makes you think about other, you know, when it's time for other players, other coaches to go in, how many people are going to be starting to be left out over, I guess, off the field antics or stuff that they did in the past, controversial issues that they might be involved in or whatnot. You know, like obviously now you start looking at, you know, Justin Tucker. He had a Hall of Fame career as a kicker with this whole massage thing.
Oh, yeah.
He probably going to be kept out. You know, Robert Kraft. You know, he probably wasn't a first ballot because of what he had going on with the massage. Like, there's just certain things you start looking at where they're probably going to start letting people wait before they let them in or not let them in at all.
I'm not, do I want to say that? I'm not too mad at that. Because, I mean, sometimes your off-court decisions and choices can affect your professional look.
I mean, literally in baseball, right? The man who leagues, he literally leagues the MLB, baseball, in the most hits ever, okay? The hit king, Pete Rose, is not in the Hall of Fame because he was gambling as a coach. He's never been let in. Passed away, still not in the Hall of Fame.
So I think that's gonna come into play. So off of Belichick, I did think this was weird. And I thought there was some collusion involved.
Okay.
Joe Brady. Something about that rubbed me a little wrong. Because I was like, so you fired McDermott. Okay. Wasn't really his fault that Josh Allen chokes. You fire him. Joe Brady was sought out last season by multiple teams, but he chose to stay. We all thought, oh, maybe he just likes Buffalo. But then I start thinking, what if he stayed because they told him, hey, we give him McDermott one more year. If we don't do nothing, you up next. So don't go. So now I'm like, that's weird. That's just weird to me. Did you like the hire?
Well, I don't really know if I like the hire. I mean, once they said, yeah, we're going to talk to Josh Allen in this process and get his feedback on who he might want as the coach, of course he's going to go with his offensive coordinator. Why wouldn't he not go with his offensive coordinator? The same offensive coordinator that led him to an MVP award the year before, of course he's going to be comfortable with him. But in my opinion, right, I don't know if that's going to get them over the hump, right? The issue wasn't the offense last season.
Exactly.
Right? What defensive mind are you bringing in that's going to lead this defense back to what it was years ago when it was a pretty good defense? Are you bringing in Jim Schwartz, who just left the Browns because they didn't give him the head coaching job because he's in his feelings? Who are you going to bring in? Like, I think they already brought in a guy, or they're bringing in a guy. I think they're bringing in a guy. They want to bring a guy from Denver. I think there's a guy up for there. But once again, is that going to get you over the hump? Because I don't think Joe Brady is going to get them over the hump. I think, once again, you're looking at a second round, probably divisional round exit, again, out the playoffs.
This is one of the reasons why teams, when they fire the head coach and they let the offensive coordinator or defensive coordinator, they internally move them up, there's not going to be enough turnover in that coaching staff for it to be a real hire right off rip. So Joe Brady's a coach now, you need to let go of everybody and bring in your own guys, right? Like, build your mold. You can't have McDermott guys still in the building. That don't make sense to me. Because now you're just following his.
It's different now,
stuff.
right? It's different now. They wanted, like, I don't know if you know, but the Browns wanted to keep Jim Schwartz as the defensive coordinator. When they hired the coach, they told
I heard that.
They were like,
Yes.
hey, we want to keep Schwartz, but at the same time, you're interviewing Schwartz. So if you give someone else the job, you think Schwartz ain't gonna be in his feelings, which led to him being in his feelings, and
Yes.
he left. I don't think when you bring in a new head coach, you need to let them bring in their whole staff.
Right.
Whole new staff. I agree. Because how are you going to get any change? It's going to be the same thing. And that's insanity, of course. The same thing. And you're going to get the same results every time if you don't bring in a whole different staff.
Like, I understand the thought process behind it. Joe Brady got Josh Allen to MVP. Well, that's kind of disrespectful.
Yeah, he was already MVP level caliber quarterback.
He was able to sustain that success, and he
Yes.
continued to be good under Joe Brady.
And they finally got the running game going.
And they got the running game going. I understand the process of liking that hire, but again, that wasn't the reason they lost.
No.
Like that's not the reason they lost. So it's like, why would you fire McDermott? You could have just kept McDermott and just kept the same shit.
Because doesn't it look kind of weird? And I'm not blaming Brady. I'm not trying to blame him. But I'm sure you will agree. What side of the ball cost them the game against the Broncos?
Joe Brady's side.
How many turnovers did he? 5?
Yes.
And
That's why I thought it was weird. I was like, bro, I'm not gonna say he sabotaged them.
yeah, it's not because a lot of it was Josh Allen.
Yes.
We're not gonna sit here and say it's not, but to your point,
It's just weird. I was just looking, I was like, they hired Joe Brady head coach. And I was like, that's interesting. Because I damn sure remember last season, he was a hot name. For my team, we wanted him. And he was turning all these teams down. He wanted to stay. And for once, I was like, okay, they just like the McDermott and Joe Brady. They like their situation over there. That's why.
it's just weird. Like I was saying earlier with the whole Mike McDaniel thing, him turn down head coaching jobs to be an offensive coordinator. It's weird. You know what I mean? I know why he did it, because he wants even a better job. When a better job comes up of a team that could probably be Super Bowl ready or playoff ready, I get it, but it is very weird turning down, because you never know if you get the opportunity again.
Yeah.
You never know.
But all of a sudden, it was lane wide open for him. I was like, man, hell nah, bro. Hell nah. So that's all I had for that. I just saw that one. I was just like, that's weird. You like Todd Monken? Right. Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. Congrats, Shedeur, for. Come on, G. Like, come on, man. I did not like that Pro Bowl selection. I was like, man, if I'm Shedeur, I would have passed on it, because this don't do nothing. This doesn't help him.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have a question for y'all. I really want to know. What the hell has happened to the Pro Bowl? We used to have, I'm not trying to say we don't still have, but we used to have on the field, even as alternates, future Hall of Famers,
Yes.
all pros, second team all pros. Like you had top tier quarterbacks. You're trying to tell me there wasn't a better option than a quarterback, and I'm not trying to shit on him or nothing like that. We love Shedeur, but he threw 7 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, and completed a little bit over 50% of his passes. And did not play even half the season. Is that a quarterback that should be in the Pro Bowl?
He should have turned it down.
He should have definitely turned it down.
I mean,
this is all a network thing. This is to bring in some ratings to a Pro Bowl that no one gives a fuck about.
Yeah,
no one's gonna watch it.
No, we haven't watched a Pro Bowl in years.
No one cares about a flag football contest.
Nobody
we don't
cares
care about that.
And I think the players are showing us rather, man, nah, I'm passing on that. It's like, damn, who wants to do it? Let's Shedeur bring in the names. Hey, Shedeur, you want to do it? Like, of course he gonna say yeah, but I would have said no too. Like, I would have, because the narrative on him is different. Like, if this was, I don't know, Quentin Ewers, nobody would be like, they'll just say like, damn, the Pro Bowl is a joke. But with Shedeur, it's like, because his name is involved, it's just different, bro. It's just different. It hurts him a little bit to me.
This is basically equivalent to let's say the NBA All-Star game would be like putting Bronny James in the NBA All-Star game. Like this would be almost equivalent to that.
Yeah, that is exactly right.
It's just for the name. It's the name, right? And it's just like, we love Shedeur, but I feel like even he will tell you this. And even his dad, I feel like, will tell you this. He wants to earn a pro.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? He wants to earn, like, really being a Pro Bowl selection by earning it. Right off rip, I'm a Pro Bowl selection because I threw 25 or 30 touchdowns and I completed 65% of my passes and I looked the part. Not because people want to see me, because I am literally the most interesting thing in the NFL right now. I'm the most must-see quarterback because everyone wants to see what I got going on.
That's why exactly. Why they should have gave that shit to Aaron Rodgers. Like
Cam Ward.
But yeah, Cam Ward would have been perfect.
Enough games.
Cam Ward would have been perfect.
Yeah, I really have a problem putting someone in the Pro Bowl who did not play more than half the season. Like, I just don't agree with that. I came up to say this, but Jackson Dart or even Tyler Shuck would have been a better option. And I'm being dead serious when I say that.
I think that's because in AFC, that's why they wouldn't have branched over.
All right, you can go AFC. You could even have gone. Honestly, you could have gone almost everybody. Literally, almost every quarterback.
Teams.
Yeah, yeah, you could have gone almost anybody, it's crazy. Like, I heard even someone say Tua, and I wasn't even mad at that, and he had awful. But at least he played mostly the season. That's really how I feel about it. Like, you need to be able to play most of the season, like, before you get in the Pro Bowl. That's just giving him a Pro Bowl selection just because.
It was just crazy, bro.
It's silly.
But Todd Monken, you like him as a head coach?
No, I don't. I think that the Browns are really trying to work on their offense side of the ball, which I understand. Do I think Todd Monken's the guy? No. I think they should have went with the guy from the Rams. Nate.
Yeah, just should have went. Just grab him.
Someone young, from the McVay system. You know, the McVay system is amazing. Look at Liam Cohen.
Yes.
Look at, it's a great system. He's young. I just think Todd Monken I feel like it's kind of like the same thing as like a Mike McCarthy hire. It's like,
that's cool.
Yeah, it's cool, but how long is he going to be here? A couple years, and then we're going to move on. Like, I don't see Mike McCarthy taking the Steelers far, and I don't see Todd Monken lasting more than like 2 or 3 seasons. He's just not going to change anything.
I also wonder, did Todd Monken choose his job or the job chose him? So is Todd Monken coming into this wanting to be the Browns coach, wanting to have Shedeur as his quarterback, or did the Browns offer him like, hey, Todd Monken, will you please come over here and we'll let you do whatever you want? Like, because if he's drafting his own quarterback, now I'm definitely like, oh, they don't know what the fuck they doing. But if he's coming here with Shedeur or Gabriel in mind of his guys, like these are his guys, I'm with it. But if they're not his guys, it's a waste of time.
What I don't like about the Todd Monken hire is what he likes to do is kind of what Tommy Rees and Kevin Stefanski were doing with the Browns. Todd Monken likes to run the ball. Mm-hmm. So to me, I'm not saying that's bad, but I'm guessing a different running scheme. But to me, I feel like they need to open up the playbook more and throw the football more. Yeah. I was kind of hoping that they would go a different direction. And that's why I like the people with McVay, because look at Liam Cohen. He throws football. Look at Trevor Lawrence's stats, 38 touchdowns. Look at Matthew Stafford's stats. This is what you want from your quarterback. They still mix in the run, because look, ETN had a good season. Kyrie Williams had a good season. But I don't think Monken is going to take Shedeur to the next level.
I don't think. That's why I'm wondering, was Shedeur in mind of this hire?
Obviously, he's going to compete for the job, but I don't think even Deshaun Watson, I don't think this is going to really help any of the quarterbacks on this squad, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, look at Lamar. Lamar didn't have a great season this season like that, and that was under Todd Monken.
I don't know. It was just I didn't like the hire because I'm like, it just screams more of the uncertainty the Browns have as an organization in what they're trying to do.
And I will always be a little biased because we had Todd Monken as our offense coordinator in Tampa Bay years ago. I didn't like him then. I feel like he's a phenomenal offensive coordinator in college. He was great at the University of Georgia, won back-to-back national championships as an offensive coordinator in college. I don't really think in the NFL he can be, number one, a head coach. I think he's an okay coordinator, but I definitely think he's going to be a good head coach. He's never been a head coach in the NFL before at all. We don't even know if he's a leader of men. We don't know if he has that motivator or tactician standpoint with him. We're going to find out. And you are at literally the worst franchise. And you know, like I know, TikTok, motherfucker. You don't have a lot of time. Let's just be honest.
That's
TikTok.
why I think
you got 2 years. You're probably out of here.
I think they begged him, bro. I don't think they had anybody who was like really sorting out this job. I think they were like, man, like, come on, bro. You want this job, bro? Like, come on, bro. I mean, the Rams dude, that would have been fired too. I'm not sure why they didn't go that direction. But this screamed to me, come on, man, please. Cause like you had a slew of people that was ready, up for hire. You could have went Kingsbury. You could have grabbed Kingsbury, right?
He's a good offensive coordinator.
Like, you could have got Dable. There was so many different options you could have went with, and I think all them options was like, I'm straight because the Browns have been asked.
Listen, when Mike McDaniel turned down.
Yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying. So maybe Ty Munkin was just like, they were like, hey, please, and he was like, all right, I guess so. Like, right.
I'm not big on it at all.
Again, another season where I'm not looking forward to a Browns season. Like, I don't care. Like, obviously, I have my team I'm rooting for, and I'm going to root for the Texans. We're going to root for the Texans. But since we do this podcast, we like to keep every team in mind just to be up to date, and it's entertainment in its form. So we want to, be entertained by all teams, not just our team.
Yeah.
That's one of the teams I'm not looking forward to. Like, I'm looking forward to the Titans and see how Ward does. I'm not really. The Browns and the Jets are the two where I'm just like,
bro, the Jets literally just fired their offense coordinator like out of nowhere, like late in the game. If they don't hire dude from Rams, I don't know what they're gonna do to this coordinator. I'm for real, man. Y'all need to look at these offenses and see, these offenses are cooking. We need to go ahead and get somebody from over there, a coordinator over there. That's why I don't understand when these teams be hiring from offenses that don't be scoring.
Bruh, I think they're expecting the bottom to fall out with those offenses. So everything comes in waves. Shanahan tree is hot, then you got the McVay tree is hot, and then they're assuming it's just gonna crash or defense is gonna catch up to it soon. I honestly don't know why they wouldn't just continue to pull from that tree. I don't know why.
Here's the thing that I am wondering. So, like, back in the day, and even years ago, when, like, you got fired as a head coach, you didn't directly get another head coaching interviews.
No.
You had to work your way back up, be a coordinator, and then earn your opportunity to be a head coach again.
Yep.
In this day and age, they're not doing that. Like, Dayball, Mike McDaniel, they get fired and instantly. And I'm talking about those two in particular because I'm not bringing up Harbaugh. I'm not bringing up
Tomlin.
Well, Tomlin, he kind of did it himself, but still. And there was another coach, the Bills, McDermott.
McDermott, yeah.
I'm not bringing up coaches like that who usually go to the playoffs or have huge winning records. I'm talking about the guys like McDaniel who really fell off this season and DeBall who literally got fired in the middle of the season. What have they done to earn another head coaching opportunity off rip?
Now,
it's gotten really lazy.
The Dable hire was fire. The Dable hire was fire for the Titans. Dable's a great quarterback.
He's an offensive coordinator, though. Yeah. But he was getting head coaching opportunities. Like, the Raiders are interviewing him. Like, he's getting head coaching opportunities. You do not deserve, in my opinion, you do not deserve, you need to prove yourself again. Kind of like how Robert Saleh reproved himself again.
That's true.
He went back, became a coordinator again, and guess what? He's a head coach again with the Titans. I just feel like you've seen how that team was. The Giants were. They were ass. Why would you come over here to the Raiders, who are ass, and let him be a head coach again? It just doesn't make any sense, right? Mike McDaniel, you heard all the rumors about all the shit that goes down, and he's not really a good leader of men and all this other stuff, and then he likes to play a lot, and no one respects him, and you're giving him head coach opportunities. What has he done to deserve that? And that's what I'm saying.
I'm starting to wonder if, to your point, they're lazy, but I'm just wondering if they don't know. Like, they're like, we know these people. We know their flaws. We know where they came from. We don't know about these college coordinators. You probably will pull from college coordinators, or you'll pull from passing game coordinators or quarterback coaches. You don't really necessarily know because, I mean, as your team just witnessed, y'all brought up a passing coordinator. That's what he was, right?
Josh Gizzard, yeah.
Never called plays on his own ever. Brought him up to coordinator, and he fucking tanks.
That was lazy as hell. But in some sorts, it does work, right? They were trying to go back to Dave Canales. Dave Canales had never called plays when he was in Seattle or whatever. And they brought him in, and he did a good job for the Bucs. So they were hoping they could get the same magic with Gizzard, but it doesn't always work.
Yeah.
You win some, you lose some, right? And I just feel like I get it, what you're saying, but I'm not hiring a head coach who was ass to come be a head coach again, to be ass again. It's like, fool me once, fool me twice. You know what I mean?
I ain't gonna lie. If somebody was like, if the Jets were like, hey, Aaron Glenn, we good on him, let's hire Dennis Allen. I would be like, yo, y'all fucking bugging. Like, the writing was on the wall. Like, let's say this real quick. We only had hope with DA because the structure was in place. You know, everything was like Sean Payton, just slide him right on up, and then we just figure things out and it'll be straight. No, we should have known his stint in the Raiders was the proof. Like that, it was just gonna show you it continues. And so maybe they just like
I mean, it's the same thing. It's the same thing with the Bucs, but the Bucs haven't learned their lesson yet. Todd Bowles was atrocious, god awful as the head coach of the Jets, and he isn't any better with the Bucs. It's the talent outshining his boneheadedness that's got us to the playoffs, and it's also that we're in the worst division in football. That is the only reason why he's had any type of success. That's the only reason. He is a awful, atrocious head coach. He is, just like Dennis Allen, a good defensive mind, and that is it.
And if they had let go of Bowles this season, let's say they did let go, you think they would have pulled a good coach?
I don't know, man, because the Bucs haven't. The last time the Bucs actually spent money on a coach and actually really gave a damn on a coach was Bruce Arians. But even before that, it was John Gruden. When they traded for John Gruden, and then paid him a hell of a lot of money, and then it was worth it because he won Super Bowl. But there was a lot of years between John Gruden and Bruce Arians where they were just hiring cheap ass, awful ass, college coaches and coordinators who've never proven themselves that much, and we're just hiring them left and right. And I'll never forget, and no disrespect to him, because I do like him as a defensive mind, but we hired Raheem Morris when he was like 30, 31 years old. And he had literally, it was the cheapest hire you could ever find. Didn't even have that much credentials. Wasn't even a defensive coordinator yet, and became a head coach.
So you think it's tied to money too?
Of fucking course. You always want to save money. Like,
yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. I mean, is Todd Monken cheaper than other options?
I'm sure he was cheap. I'm sure he's cheaper than all those different head coaches because they've been
why
head
didn't
coaches.
they get McDermott?
I heard he's taking a year off.
Oh, okay.
And I'm hoping, and I'm praying this. I can't believe I'm saying this. I hope the Bucs do awful. So they fire Bowles and get McDermott in there. I'm sorry.
I feel like with this already.
I feel like McDermott should be a head coach ASAP. Because I just feel like he knows what. I feel like he knows what he's doing, and I feel like we need a completely different defensive scheme. Yes, start with this already. Because in my opinion, if we go anywhere between 6-11 and like 9-8, I want him out. Because you need this. To me, we're too talented to be winning only 9 games, 6 games. This team should be winning double-digit games.
And y'all getting older too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How much time do you have left?
We got so much more to talk about that. We got all off season to go into that part. Damn. Because I wanted to have a conversation on that. But real quick, I was talking to somebody. Stroud and Bryce both getting their 5th years picked up, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you're Stroud and Bryce, are you sitting out?
What are you talking about?
Are you sitting out to get paid so you can get paid now? Because after the 5th year, they can just...
Stroud can't sit out. I mean, he was so terrible in the playoffs. He can't even think about sitting out.
Bryce?
I don't even know if you're Bryce Young, you can really... I mean, yeah, your last game against the Rams, what have you done for me lately, was decent, but it still was a loss, and you still had a losing record. At the end of the day, you kind of went 8-10. They don't have... In my opinion, they don't have any leverage. You gotta have leverage. They don't have any leverage. They're not coming off.
Do you think they think? Because athletes, they think certain.
They're not sitting out.
You don't think they sitting out?
No. I feel like their agents know better. Like when you see people sit out, it's after a phenomenal or great season. It's the way it is. It's always like that.
Do you think they would rather get paid now before they step on the field, just in case they? So, like for instance, if I'm Stroud, right? In an ideal world, let's just say. Damn, I could say, hey, if y'all give me 45 a year or 50, the new minimum is like, what, 55, 56 or some shit like that. I would take 50, just to try to get ahead of it. Because let's just say, hypothetically, he plays his following year and he stinks it up. That 50's gone. That all that future money shit gone. But if he was secured it back now, why wouldn't you think about it?
Players like to bet on themselves. Simple as that. Yeah. He's going to bet on himself because why wouldn't he? He's going to have, once again, top-tier defense most likely next season. He's going to have Nico Collins back. They're probably going to add pieces on offensive line to help him out. He's going to be in a great position to have a great year with no excuses.
You better fucking hope.
Dave Canales is believing in Bryce Young. He's going to bring in some more pieces, and the same thing goes for him. The defense is getting better. Offense is getting better. The team's morale, the confidence is getting up. Obviously going to believe that they can do something. So they're going to probably both bet on themselves. But look at people who have sit out. How bad has Hassan Reddick been since he did that shit?
Oh, that's true.
That's there are players who have done that, and it has been awful for them. They come in, they do terrible.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I mean, I'm interested to see what they get paid. What would you pay him?
Man, if Stroud has a great year, you got to pay him in the 50s. If he plays well, and he takes you to at least the AFC Championship game, or if he plays well in the playoffs, which if he plays well in the playoffs, there's a good chance they'll be in the Super Bowl next season because their defense is going to be elite.
Yeah.
And their pass rush is going to be great. And as long as health forbidden with Nico Collins, the offense stays well, they have Joe Mixon back or whatever, the season should be fine. You pick up some more weapons and free agency, pick up some more weapons in the draft, maybe get some depth. A lot of these teams don't have depth.
Yeah.
In the NFL, a lot of teams don't have depth. They get the next man up is usually, for some reason, awful.
That next man, no, we just have to say the next man up effort. No, I hate that shit. Because next man up, that's like saying you have a first round pick, right? First round pick quality player. And then you have a 6th round pick right behind him. Next man up. No. That's not a next man up. That's a placeholder. Because a next man up is probably a 2nd or 3rd rounder. Where it's like, all right, next man up. He's not as talented, but he knows a role. He can do what he needs to do. Next man up cannot be a dude who wouldn't even sniff the field if he's on there.
You can get lucky. We're not saying you can't, because obviously we can go back to the Patriots back in the day with Drew Bledsoe. You know what I'm saying? He got injured, and then a 6th round pick, and Tom Brady came, and they got blessed. We're not saying that does not happen, because someone in the comments is going to be like, well, guys.
Brock Purdy.
Brock Purdy was a 7th round pick, Mr. Irrelevant. And then, Antonio Brown. We're not saying that, but let's be clear and let's be honest with ourselves. More often than not, they come in there and they're trash, okay? Or their build is trash, okay? Like, for us, we had a lot of injuries to our receivers this year, right? Mike Evans went down. Godwin was still out. McMillan got hurt. So we had to roll with Emeka Egbuka, who was a 1st round pick. But guess who was behind him? Tej Johnson, a 7th round pick. Talented player, no doubt about it. But look at his build. He's 5'8", 160.
Gadget, bro.
Gadget. So how long will that work? And every team has players that undrafted free agents, come from the practice squad.
Bruh.
Remember the 49ers, right? Everyone was bragging about the 49ers. They're on there like all these undrafted free agents, all these people from the practice squad. They beat the Eagles,
yeah.
all their linebackers, whatever. And then guess what happens next game?
They get smacked.
They get mollywalked and smacked.
The Eagles were dysfunctional. Like, bruh, when I just think back about all the Saints seasons, right? Sean Payton used to do this thing that pisses me off, and he's doing it in Denver that pisses me off too. Know that you need receivers. Know that you need depth and high-end talent. Nah, we don't need to use early first round, second round picks on receivers. We're Sean Payton just said it. We're good where we at. And like with the Saints now, I remember years ago when we had Drew Brees, before outside of Michael Thomas. Traquan Smith. Remember that?
Yeah.
Marquez Callaway.
Yeah.
Like they never would get us fucking receivers. They would never draft actual talent
players.
And then when Olave gets hurt, Ronnie Bell is out there. Or when Michael Thomas gets hurt, we don't know whoever the fuck is out there. It's like,
and the problem with that is, and the reason why he did that is because of how good Marquise Colston was.
Yeah.
You have one player who overachieves, and now you feel like, oh, this guy can overachieve. And
yeah,
this guy can
Marcus Colston
overachieve.
was
And
classic.
you thinking, okay, it's my scheme. As long as I have a good scheme, it's just gonna work. No, you have to draft first, second, and third round talent.
That's when
you got to.
The next man up, that it shows it doesn't fucking work. That's not it, bro. Ask Lamar, ask Josh Allen, next man up receivers, don't take them nowhere, bro. Like, it's obvious when you have talent, like, just look at the examples right now. Fucking JSN. JSN, like, the Seahawks had Metcalf, they had Tyler Lockett, they drafted JSN, they had a vision in mind. They didn't say, oh, we'll just grab some random receiver in the 5th round and that's going to take us to the promised land after DK. You know, no, you prepare now. That's what y'all do a great job at that shit. Well, y'all had Mike Evans, now you got Mbuka.
But you also can just look at the league. Name the best receivers in the league. Jamar Chase is a first rounder.
Yes.
Justin Jefferson's a first rounder. Look at T-Mac McMillan this year, first rounder.
Quentin Johnson too. I'm just fucking around. but he was decent this year though.
Yeah,
he was decent this year.
Just look at the best of the best. They're usually first rounders, second round picks. That's the way it is.
They're not next man up.
You're not seeing tons of Puka Nakuas running around, bruh. It's once every blue moon you'll have someone like that who'll be the best receiver in the league. But it's not often that you'll have that. Okay? Sure, you can go in the league and you can find little bits and pieces. Well, look at Parker Washington. You can look at that.
Bro, they might strap him up that season. I'm tired of because I watch like fantasy stuff. Go get Washington. Go get Washington. I'm like, bro, y'all are doing too fucking much, bro. This dude, yes, he had a decent season, but isn't Travis Hunter coming back? Mm-hmm. They like, oh, now they got Jacoby Myers.
They traded for Jacoby Myers. Still got Brian Thomas.
So
I'm just saying, just like we're saying, more often than not, you look at the best receivers in the league, they are first rounders, second rounders.
Yes, bro.
You're not seeing them become 6, 7 rounders or under the free agents. That is a great story, and it has happened. Underdogs have happened, but you got to be realistic. You want to draft them early and often.
And this now, a lot of the depth, like the things that you can overcome it, is with great coaching. I mean, I knew the 49ers wasn't going to fuck around because Robert Saleh is a great defensive coordinator. Yeah. So the scheme is going to work. Like, you can have players, because they're all talented. I mean, we're talking about, we all know, like, the least talented player on the NFL team is probably was like a all-world in fucking college.
And not only in college, but in high school, winning state championships left and right.
Yes. So we understand that it's not that big of a deal. So they all have their talents. You just have to fine-tune them or put them to your scheme. But at the end of the day, you need premier players, bro.
Yeah, to me, there are certain positions that you don't have to draft your players in the first, second, or third round. Running back being one. I don't think you need to draft one early.
Speaking on that, this random. Jeremiah Love. There's been a lot of questions on if, for instance, my team, they say, should you get him? Or Washington, should you get him? Like, they got Jacoby over there. Should you spend that high of a pick on Jeremiah Love? Or would you just rather just go in the second and third and find you one? Like, I want the Saints to get him because I just want top tier talent. But would you invest that much in a running back?
Me personally, I feel like if you're drafting a running back in the first round, this is me personally, it needs to be a bell horse. I don't want him being 50-50 with nobody, really even being 60-40. It needs to be 75-25, 80-20. First round pick, I need you to be on this field. I need 1,000 yards. I need 300, 400 receiving yards off rip. That's the way I feel about it. Let's be honest, when the Raiders drafted Ashton Jeanty, isn't that what they expected?
Yep.
That is what you expect from a first round talent at the running back position. When you draft him that early, I remember when Zeke Elliott drafted in the first round by the Cowboys. They were feeding Zeke. Feed me. Feed Zeke. When you draft a first round running back, they need to be fed and fed often.
That's why I'm nervous on the Saints taking Jeremiah Love because Jeremiah Love is dynamic, catches out the field, great runner and all that. Moore doesn't like to throw to running backs often. So now you're already telling me, well, you're not going to throw to him, so you're just going to have him run. So you're not going to fully use him to your best abilities. That means he's not going to be an 80-20 type of a back.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, so next year, right, for your running back position, who's going to be your starting running back? Is it still going to be?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
So to me, look at what the Broncos did, right? R.J. Harvey.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't a first-round back. They drafted him like what? Was it third?
Yeah, it was something like that. It was low-key.
Yeah, like you look at some of these other teams who drafted running backs, right? Cam Skattebo was, I think, a third or fourth round draft pick.
Yes.
And he went on the field, was good. You can find backs that will be very productive in the third and fourth round and then get your other needs. Because in my opinion, this is what should be drafted in the first round. Quarterbacks, receivers, offense and defensive line, corners. Those are the positions in my opinion. I wouldn't draft a linebacker in the first round unless he was generational because you can find a lot of good ones in the second and third round. Safeties also. You find the good in the second and third round unless they can really, unless they're hybrid and they can really change the game. I'm talking about like Ed Reed, Trey Polamalu change the game types. Like, to me, I'm very big on, I need corners because I need people to be able to guard these first round receivers.
To be even more specific, I wouldn't do offensive guards. I like tackles.
Yes, if we're being more specific, then yes.
Yeah, I like
just
tackles.
Like I like edges for defense.
I wouldn't touch
right
the
ends
defensive
or left
tackle.
ends. No, you can find a 3 technique. You can find those second, third, fourth round as well.
Sometimes, I mean, Jalen Carter.
Well, Jalen Rod and Jordan Davis are great, but they also went to Georgia. You're going to get one from Georgia or Alabama out the SEC. That's a little bit different because now you're getting a very good generational piece, right?
And I think Peter Woods would be the one this year where everybody's looking at.
Yeah. See, now looking back at it, I wouldn't have, like the Bucks, we drafted Vita in the first round. I regret that now.
Fuck no. Hell nah.
Yes,
Hell nah.
I regret that now.
What?
Yeah.
Over who?
The thing with him is he's a run stopper, which is cool. It's great, right?
But he
He only brings in 4 to 5 sacks a year. Like, you got to really start thinking about it. You look back, I would have to look back at the draft and see, is he worth a first round draft pick, really? An early first round draft pick. We have him in the early first round, not the late. In the late first round, you can take those type of chances late first round, right? The Bucks to me have messed up. Like, that was an awful one, but I would have been okay with getting him in the second, third, fourth round. Obviously, second round more, but I'm just saying.
He was number 12.
That's early.
Okay, look at this list. So number 1 was Baker. Saquon, Sam Darnold, Denzel Ward, fire. Bradley Chubb, fire. Quentin Nelson, fire. Josh Allen, fire. Roquan Smith, fire. Mike Glennichi, offensive tackle.
Oh, for the Broncos.
Yeah, but he was the 49ers. Josh Rosen was 10. Mika Fitzpatrick, 11. That was fire via Vea. So if you didn't do via Vea, Deron Payne, Marcus Davenport.
Oh, that's good defensive tackle.
Marcus Davenport is a bust. No, Marcus Davenport.
No, he's defensive end. Yeah, okay.
Bust. Colton Miller, offensive tackle.
Okay, from the Raiders.
Tremaine Edmonds.
Very good linebacker.
Y'all probably could use him now. Yeah, that okay.
Good linebacker.
That's fine. Jair Alexander.
We have, let's be honest, has the Bucs ever had an elite cornerback?
Derwin James, 17. Yeah.
When I said about corners, I was talking about hybrids and something special.
Calvin Ridley was 26. Rashad Penny was 27. Terrell Edmonds, 28. Lamar Jackson, 32. I'm not mad at the Via Vea right there. I'm not.
I don't know, man. Because of what
Jair probably would have been super fire.
Obviously, Jair would have been amazing. I'm just saying, you don't have to draft a defensive tackle in the first round. You can get them in the second, third round. You'll be fine. Like, they're gonna still make a good impact. Like, Via Vea does not get a lot of sacks. He's not on the field even that often. He's big. Like, he's not like a stand-up. Like, you have to think about it. He's a great run stopper, but the problem with the Bucs has never been stopping the run, and he's a good part of that. I get that, but to me personally, when you look back at that draft, Jair Alexander would have been the better pick. Just to keep it real.
Yeah, that's true. That's Derwin James too.
Derwin James as well. A lot of Bucs fans are gonna hate hearing that, but you have to be realistic. If you look at drafts, you can find a lot of more good defensive tackles than you can cornerbacks and safeties on the level of Jair Alexander and Derwin James.
That's why I want Juice, bro. Like, coming into the draft, like, I do not want us to draft for offensive linemen, or they'll probably go guard. I don't want no damn guard. I probably don't even want a right tackle. They go try to move Tally in the inside. I don't want that. I want some fucking juice, bro. I don't want no interior defensive lineman either. I don't need that. I need juice. We talking Arvell Reese if he would have followed us. Oh my God. But Caleb Downs, or I need Tyson, Carnell Tate would be a miracle to me. Love. Lemon is too early, fam. But I need juice.
Caleb Downs changes the game.
Yeah, he would change the game.
That one I would not be mad at for anybody. I would actually be upset if y'all got him. You really want Carnell Tate? I don't know.
At 8? Fuck yeah.
I don't know.
But what?
He's not on the same level as JSN or Ibuka. He probably
no, he's not. He'd be great too, though.
Would be crazy.
You like Jordan Tyson?
Yeah.
The injury.
The reason, to me, Carnell, people have to understand, right, with Carnell Tate, he had Jeremiah Smith on the other side. So
he's going to have Olave on the other side.
Yes, I understand that.
I'm not saying Olave and Jeremiah. But
in college, it's different because he was getting double teamed, bracketed. No, Olave is great. I'm not saying he's second team All Pro. He's great. But I don't think he's going to be getting double teamed. So now Tate is going to have to, we got to see how he really is, because no one was paying him attention this year. He came out of nowhere because everyone was looking at Jeremiah Smith. So Tate is a good receiver, but when I'm saying 8, I don't know, man. 8 is high.
If he would have fallen to us, bro, he's not even projected to fall to us.
I know, which is crazy. To me, like I said before, this receiver class it's not that great.
Man, I like Lemon, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've been watching like small little clips and film of him. Like, I would love Caleb Downs. Like, my pristine player would be either Downs or give me Jeremiah Love. But if we were to Lemon at 8 would be disgusting.
Lemon's good. Caleb Downs is a game changer. Jeremiah Love is very, very good.
Mm-hmm. Arvell Reese.
Reese is good. I love Ruben Bain.
Man, listen.
That's what I want.
If Bain fought us, nigga, I'm going crazy. But like, no matter what player falls to us, I'm probably gonna be happy as long as it's not a tackle, bro. We need somebody with juice. It's like if I'm the Chiefs, if you let Jeremiah Love go past you, at this point, y'all dumb as hell. Cause the Chiefs can't run out there with the same running game, bro. Like, they got to do something.
Yeah, but they got some other issues though.
I mean, they do.
They have other issues to worry about. Running back might not be now. If you get him, that's cool, but I don't think running back's the number one problem on that team.
So you think Jeremiah Love ideally would what? We're not gonna do 10 because that's like an all day talk. What range would you be like? See, that's great value. Say 20s, 15s.
Listen, he is a very good back, but I have to start looking about where these other backs went over the years. Do I think that he's as good as Ashton Genty? No. Do I think he's as good as Bijan Robinson?
Fuck no.
No.
There was some chatter that he's better than Genty.
I don't think so. I just think that the Raiders have one of the worst offensive lines in the game, so it just isn't going to be the same. But Genty, I don't think so. Obviously, if Love goes between 15 and 20, there's a chance he can go to a playoff team, meaning he's probably going to go to a decent offensive line, meaning he'll have probably a great year wherever he goes. Mm-hmm. I really feel like for Genty, he was in a bad situation. Just kind of like Bijan. Look how good Bijan now looks now. In his first year, he was still good, but look how he's improved. Look how great he looks, right? Same thing can happen with Jeremiah Love, and I feel like if he goes anywhere after 15, 16 to a playoff team,
oh my God,
watch out. You know what I mean?
Hope not.
He's a home run hitter for sure. The only game where he kind of, I guess, didn't look the greatest was really against Miami, and Miami is, well, you know, was a great defense. So
yeah.
I think you can see if he goes anywhere to a playoff team, watch out because he's going to be a game changer from day one.
I'm so excited about the draft. Damn, Super Bowl is not this. Oh, we'll be able to talk about it next week.
Next week, Super Bowl.
So we'll talk about Super Bowl next week.
Want to know what y'all predictions are in the comment section for sure. Please don't be bland with y'all predictions.
Boy, you seen the nickname they giving Drake May?
What is it?
The schedule.
I know y'all Patriots fans don't like hearing that, but listen.
Drake May nickname being the schedule was killing me online. I'm like, they really judging this man off of having a weaker schedule, bro.
We're not gonna get too into this, but all I'm gonna say is all I can hope for is a good Super Bowl, a competitive Super Bowl. That's all I'm praying for.
I think it's gonna be belt ass. I mean, the whole world, like we're gonna save it. We ain't gonna get too far into it. We're gonna leave that alone. What you got anything you want to talk about NBA a little bit?
Yeah. I mean, what do you think about Giannis trade? You got anything you think about where you want him to go? Where you think it'd be the most interesting place for him to go? Where do you think? You think this Minnesota with Anthony Edwards? Do you think Golden State could pull it off? And if he goes wherever he goes, do you think that instantly this team will win a championship?
No.
Is Giannis to that level?
No, bro. Like, it's gonna sound kind of crazy, but I wouldn't trade for Giannis. He's been injury prone. He's been on and off the field court the past couple of years. Like, I wouldn't trade all these assets for him. Like, ain't he injured now?
Yeah, he's injured right now.
That's why I'm like, what the fuck? Like, or is he faking it? Like, is this? You saw the time where he diagnosed himself.
Pretty sure James Harden did that. Harden did that,
and he paid for it. And it took him a while to get back to primetime shape.
Shape was fat.
Yeah, like he paid for that. I don't think Giannis is the type to fake it, but what team? The Warriors could do it because, in my opinion, they boom and bust anyway right now. Like, you kind of have to.
I don't see what type of trade package they could do.
Yeah, exactly. But like, if I'm Minnesota, I'm not giving up. What you probably gonna have to give up?
Randall has to go.
That's fine. I'm not mad at.
I mean,
Randall.
he's one of the people who have to go.
But I'm not gonna give up any of the young bulls.
Hell, be like Randall, DiVincenzo.
That's fine. And Rudy.
Rudy?
Yeah.
I was probably thinking McDaniels.
Oh, you can't let him go.
I'm just saying, if I'm the Bucks, I'm looking at something that's gonna maybe put us back into like playoff contention.
Yeah, and if I'm the team trading for him, I'm real weary on giving up a talented young star.
I wouldn't want Rudy Gobert if I'm the Bucks.
Yeah, that's true. But to answer
his
your
contract
question,
is ridiculous.
no, I don't think any team that get him is just gonna be automatically off the rip like the contenders, because I just don't trust his health. What team I would think would be interesting? I think the Knicks should look at it. You can trade Cat and him.
Everyone keeps talking about that.
Because it's like, it's fine. Like, it's like almost like an even swap. Not talent-wise, but just, it's not the end of the world. If you're Milwaukee, you get Cat and you get Bridges, you like, well, shit.
Man, if I'm a squad, there's one squad I think would be sick if they pulled this off. Now, I don't know how many first-round picks they got. I know they got a lot of young players. But if this team could find a way to make this trade, I really think they could go to the finals.
Pistons?
No.
Oh.
Even though I guess an East team would be more likely because beating the Pistons would be, or if the Pistons got him, that would probably put it away. So, I mean, I guess that would work too. But I was thinking about a team in the West. If the Spurs could pull this off and have Wemby and Giannis on the same team and still have some guard play, because I don't know the trade package, but if they just do a lot of first round picks and give away a couple of these young pieces, Wemby and Giannis on the same team,
That'd be unfair, bro.
Brother.
That'd be Kevin Durant type of unfair.
You would have to shoot all threes or like high point mid ranges to fucking score.
Bro, Castle, Giannis, Wemby. Oof. Because you probably have to give up Fox. I mean,
you're probably going to give away a couple of young pieces, but they have some people on the bench that are.
Yeah. But if you keep Castle and Wemby and then you're going to have Giannis to that, that's not going to be fair, bro.
I'm just thinking if I'm the West, I'm like, how do I can kind of guarantee, I don't know if there's a guarantee, obvious injuries, but almost guarantee at least a 7-game series with the Thunder. Even though I think the Spurs could probably take the Thunder 6 games right now. But I'm saying put you over the top.
If I'm the Suns, I go grab them. I put Booker and Giannis together. I send them motherfuckers Jalen Green. Suns been playing really well, so you might not want to mess that up. But if this is the time we can get Booker a running mate.
But you probably have to give away a lot of pieces to get it done.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
That's what I would do. If I'm Memphis, I'm entertaining it. I'm sending them Ja.
I'm a little surprised the Thunder ain't thinking about doing it with all them first round picks.
That would be so fucking sick.
With all them first round picks and the players they have, they could easily probably make a package.
That'll ruin the league right there.
It would ruin the league.
Them niggas. Would they ruin the league more, or would Wemby and Giannis ruin the league more?
Depending on how many people the Thunder lose, the Thunder would probably ruin the league more. You can have SGA, Giannis, and Jalen Williams on the same team.
Oh my God!
You could trade Chet Holmgren. I'm just saying that is going to be pretty hard. That big three is going to be hard to stop.
Yeah, that's going to be tough as shit.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're really just fantasizing here. Like, we know this is probably not happening. The most realistic one is what you said with the Knicks. I think that's probably the most realistic one. Like
the other realistic one, you probably thinking about like, I did say the Pistons, they could probably make something shake, but
yeah, Jalen Duran, they probably could make it work.
Yeah, they could make something shake. I would look at Phoenix. I would think about Phoenix. If I'm Dallas, I'm trying to trade
the ambulance driver for Giannis. So injury prone for injury prone.
And I would just try to I say, you know what? Because you have Giannis and Cooper Flag. That's a great.
You still have Kyrie.
Yeah, and you still have Kyrie. That next season, that's a great little core. Like, And Giannis is relatively, he's still what, 32, 30? How old is Giannis?
30. I think it's 30, 31.
30, 31? All right, so you still got maybe 5 years because the way his build is, he's not going to play to like LeBron age.
He has a good build, though.
Yeah, he has. But I mean,
he
just getting all these injuries just made me nervous, bro. Like,
yeah, the injuries this year,
they stack up for him.
Yeah,
it's always like a calf with him. It's been like the calf a couple times. Did he have a knee? It's like every year is something with Giannis. I don't know if he's bullshitting or not, but regardless, every year is something.
Let us know in the comment section, where do y'all want to see the Greek Freak go play next season? I want to know what y'all think. Personally, I think the Spurs will be fire. And he's saying the Suns and the Knicks. We want to know what y'all think would be like the perfect land spot for the Greek Freak where they can win a championship. Also, don't put the Lakers in the damn comment section. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that.
Before we get out of here, got a rapid fire question. I had somebody in the chat. I was trying to get some topics. Where we at with it? Bobby Wagner or Levante David, who were either retired or who had a better career?
Shoot.
And McKay asked that.
That's tough. And I don't want to be biased here.
I'm going Bobby Wagner. Levante David has better stats, though.
Man. This is a tough question just because both of them have had a lot of great impact for both teams. I think I'm going to go with Levante David, and this is just based off of the simple fact that the Buccaneers, and not just as the Buccaneers, but the team, we've kept him. And we kept him for a reason. Obviously, I'm not shitting on Bobby Wagner. I think he's a great linebacker. He started off in the Seahawks, right? Mm-hmm. And now he's been on a couple more teams. So obviously, we've all seen the decline. And I still remember when he got ran over by Baker Mayfield. I didn't forget that. We've seen a decline in him, and obviously we've seen a decline in Levante David, but I feel like Levante David has had better later years. I feel like Bobby Wagner's probably had some better earlier years for sure. But I feel like when you think about it, you take the whole career as perspective, I will take Levante David overall. And I feel like Levante David has made some big clutch plays, man. Interceptions when it mattered, fumble recoveries. When it mattered most, I just feel like I would take Levante David. But I just really think this comes down to he's played for one team.
Yeah. I like that argument though. I still like Bobby Wagner more because I feel like, yes, Levante was in the same spot, but was he he was a leader, but would I say he was like the same leader that Bobby Wagner was? Would you say that?
I mean, yeah. He, at one point, it was him and Gerald McCoy on the defense, and they were the leaders. But obviously, Gerald left, and we have to say he was leader on a Super Bowl winning football team. So
that's true.
Was Bobby Wagner, was he on the Legion of Boom?
Yeah.
Okay.
He has a ring. Yeah,
he has the ring. I don't know if he was the leader, though, Legion of Boom. They had Richard Sherman, Cam Chancellor, Earl Thomas. There were a lot of players on that defense. On the Bucs defense, you can say it was Levante David. It was Devin White. It was Anton Winfield Jr. as a rookie. Different. You know what I'm saying?
That's different.
So,
Bowles schemes. Actually,
I know David's going to have more sacks because of Bowles' scheme as well. That's why you said better stats.
He got more forced fumbles.
Yeah, he forced fumbles like crazy.
He got. 30.
It's a tough question because I really think at one point you're talking about two of the best in their eras. So it's a great question. Great question.
Yeah, shout out to McKay for that question.
Yeah,
got another one. Dion said, "How does social media change sports?" That's a longer conversation because social media, bro, if they had social media back in Jordan era and stuff, some of these all-time greats and the shit they were doing behind doors, none of this shit would fly. They probably would. There would be so many differences.
All the gambling stuff he was doing, and all that stuff would be on, and it wouldn't be good, and it would be everywhere. Yeah, you're right. A lot of this stuff, lots of they were pulling off, like lots of the Dennis Rodman was doing, that would not be happening.
And they would be
getting crucified.
A lot of these quarterbacks that had years to finally develop would have been out. Like
Peyton Manning, we got killed.
Yeah, that first year,
you got killed.
Throwing it up like that. Jameis would have been gone faster if social media. We had social media, but it wasn't on fire as it is now.
Yeah.
Like if there was social media like as prominent as it is now in the earliest sports eras, all this like slow development of certain things, some of these coaches just being able to just stay on the same team, that shit wouldn't work. That shit wouldn't work.
A lot more things would be coming out.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be the same.
Like all this love, it just, social media has changed sports. But what has also changed sports at a crazier rate is gambling.
Yes, gambling has been way worse.
There's always been gambling.
And now everyone thinks that games are fixed left and right now.
It's almost ruining the watch for me.
No one thought that back in the day, the games were fixed or nothing. No one was saying that.
No, but now that everybody can just slide open the phone and be like, hey, let me just... It's made it completely worse. Yeah. Teams played well down the stretch that could possibly carry momentum over the next season. We can cover that in the offseason. We'll talk about that in the offseason.
I'll put this one out here. I feel like just to cover the NFC South portion. I mean, you could say the Saints, they were finishing the season pretty good. They were building in some good momentum there. You could say the Panthers for sure are going to get better from this season, and those two teams in particular, just from the NFC South, I can see definitely taking a step up. Not sure about the Falcons now with Stefanski. When you get a new coach, it's different. You got to keep the same scheme, the same coaches when this happens, because if you don't, then different. I would say those two teams off the top of my head. If I had to say an AFC team who could do that.
It's tough.
AFC is harder because you had a lot of awful teams that were bad, and the teams that made it to the playoffs, the Ravens who didn't make it, new coach, Steelers, new coach.
I got one for you.
Bills, new coach.
Jaguars.
I mean, they made the playoffs. I mean, the only step up would really be making it further, I guess.
Yeah.
But still were they're pretty good. I'm sorry though to one of our fans or one of our friends that are Jets fans. They ain't gonna be the Jets, so might as well just put that out there now.
NFL coaching cycle hires, best to worst. We'll probably have to do that once we finish that.
Yeah.
Sleepers to have a deep playoff run that season. We could probably talk about that another time.
I think that one might be the Jaguars. You said deeper run, so
yeah,
the Jaguars could definitely make it to the AFC Championship game. I really can definitely see. I'm not trying to be funny. Oh, you know another team I can see taking a step up? I just thought about it. The Colts. I feel like they can get back on.
Who's the quarterback?
I'm assuming they're gonna get Daniel Jones back. They were 8 and
Is he gonna be able to come back in time?
I would hope so, and if not, I would think Stein will get someone else in there that will be able to run it. They were like 8 and 4, 8 and 5 before his injury. He looked really pretty. I mean, obviously we thought he looked really good before everything. So I would say the Colts. I mean, they just had an awful ending to the season.
Will Torrey Holt finally make the Hall of Fame?
Oh my God, he's still not in. Torrey Holt is an amazing receiver, by the way. I really think he's just not in because of like Kurt Warner, Isaac Bruce, Marshall Faulk, so many good players in that offense that it was just I think he's definitely a Hall of Famer.
Greatest turf on earth.
Yeah, the great Sean Turf. Yeah, I think he's definitely a Hall of Famer.
No,
100%. Yeah.
If Belichick is not a Hall of, then Tom Brady shouldn't be one either.
Absolutely not. What the fuck? Tom Brady won Super Bowl with the Bucks, so absolutely he should be in first ballot. But like I said before, earlier in the podcast, it would not shock me because of Deflategate if they kept him out too, just to make a point. The only reason I think that he's going to make it is because he's in the media now and he's a very likable guy. That is a big difference. He's likable. He's in the media. Mm-hmm. He calls games for Fox. People love him. He's always going on different podcasts and shows and stuff. I think that matters a lot.
Yeah, it matters.
If he was acting like Belichick, quiet, being not cool with the media, then, because remember, when he was on the Patriots, he wasn't acting this way, Tom Brady.
No, he wasn't.
When he came to the Bucks, when all that stuff changed.
I think that was, like you saying, him saying, I'm out this system now. I can be myself.
I can be myself.
I can be myself.
Yeah.
Damn. Because Peyton Manning, he's always been the same.
Yeah.
Eli always been the same.
Uh-huh. But we didn't really get to see Tom Brady's personality until he got off of the Patriots. Yeah.
Do you think... So we have... Last thing. So we have like our generation GOATs. This new generation GOATs is probably just Mahomes right now because we can't even throw... I mean, we could probably say Lamar and Josh Allen and Joe Burrow. Those are GOATs for us for this second half.
Until they get a Super Bowl, they ain't no damn GOATs.
Yeah,
they're basically in the same discussions of like your Dan Marinos.
Yeah. Ooh. Are they on that level though? On his level?
I'm saying that's what they'll end up being because the stats are going to look amazing like Dan Marino's stats look, but no rings.
Okay. So with them where they at, how far do you think we'll go before we have a stronger collective of like... So, for instance, if Sam Darnold wins Super Bowl this year, our GOATs will be Sam Darnold, Jalen Hurts, and Pat. Right? How long, like...
I don't know about all that. There's a chance that Sam Darnold could go down and be the next Trent Dilfer or Brad Johnson, depending on how the rest of his career goes.
I mean, I'm assuming if he wins this time...
I mean, Jalen Hurts didn't look that great this past season.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, I'm saying the only GOAT there is Patrick Mahomes. Because he's consistently, year in and year out, puts up good stats. He has 3 rings. He is the only one.
So you think that's
consistency matters.
So it has to be a new batch that might give us...
Whenever, you know what I'm saying, Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson get over the hump, Joe Burrow get over the hump, and win a Super Bowl, then they can probably get in that discussion. Because
how many
year in and year out,
have?
I mean, listen, John Elway didn't win his rings until his last 2 seasons of his career. So... as long as you get the job done at some point, it'll be fine. But
I think they have 5 years.
I mean, I'm just saying.
God damn.
You got to remember, John Elway started his career in the early 80s. He ended his career in 1998.
Yeah.
Okay? So, we'll see. But they still have ample time to get the job done. Hopefully they don't end up like Dan Marino or a Charles Barkley or a Reggie Miller and be known as the greatest players never to win a ring. I do think that one of the two are going to end up with no ring. I'm not sure which one out of Josh Allen or out of the 3. One of them are going to end up, maybe even 2 of them might end up with no ring. I'm not sure if it's going to be Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, or Lamar Jackson, but somebody's going to end up with no ring.
I hate to say it. I don't think Lamar's going to get a ring, and I don't think Allen's going to get a ring. I think Joe Burrow will get one before those two.
If Joe Burrow wants a ring, he needs to be traded to the Minnesota Vikings immediately. He get traded to the Minnesota Vikings, they can win a ring next season. That's how good that defense is. And I think we all can be honest, the Vikings make the playoffs and might still be going if they had a quarterback right now. The quarterback is what fucked them this season.
Bruh, Jefferson.
100%.
Hey, you remember? So earlier, a couple months ago, we did the pod, and we was going to lunch. And I told him, because we was deep into like fantasy mode. We were talking about, what we're going to get the first round set line. And I told him, I said, if I got Justin Jefferson, I'm selling him right now. You remember that shit? I said, I'm selling him right now. Getting whatever I can get. Because I just knew that bum-ass McCarthy would ruin it for him. And like Jefferson, if he were to get Joe Burrow,
I just feel like that's what if I'm the Vikings, that's what I'm trying to do this offseason.
trade for Lamar.
I mean, that's a possibility too.
Like,
I would just say Burrow because the chemistry between him and Jefferson, is disgusting, just like it is with Chase.
Oh man, yeah, we'll leave that there. I think we've bullshitted enough.
Oh, one last thing, just for my wrestling fans, the Royal Rumble is this Saturday at 2 p.m. Saudi Arabia. I want to know y'all Royal Rumble picks. Please leave it in the comment section. I want to know y'all picks. Let me tell you who I got for this year's Royal Rumble. I am rolling with L.A. Knight. Yeah. That is who I want to see win the Royal Rumble. I don't want to see Cody Rhodes win no damn Royal Rumble. I don't want to see Gunther. I don't want to see my boy, the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns. I want to see somebody new. I would be okay with Braun Breaker. I don't want to see Brock Lesnar's old ass. We need a new era here for the Royal Rumble. I don't want to see no bullshit. That's all I got to say about that.
I'm not going to watch it. Let's say what's real, bro.
No more Cena.
Wait, I don't know. It is Saturday. I'm going to watch it. It's the Royal Rumble, so yeah, I give it tap in. Mm-hmm. But like you said, comment below. We appreciate you. We almost at 500. God damn, we trying to get to 500.
Help us get to 500 subs, y'all. We appreciate y'all so much.
All right, see y'all.